Good morning. I just finished a walk at the park trying to shed some of my quarantine weight that I gained. I'm posting this message today, this video, because I think in light of everything going on in our world with the national and global protests, I think it's time now for many minorities, people of color, to break the silence concerning the racism that they may have experienced in their lives. I think maintaining that silence has been part of the problem, where some people do not view racism as prevalent as it actually is. So I want to share my own personal experiences with racism. My family grew up in a predominantly white community, and racism was something that we experienced almost on a daily basis. I have been picked on, called the N-word, asked the question, what am I? I was once invited to a friend's house, and the parents were horrified that I was a black child, and they demanded that their daughter break her friendship with me. I've had experiences as an adult where I was told where I could live within the city of Rochester when we first sought to purchase a home a few years ago. We were told that we could only live in certain sections and certain districts of the city of Rochester because of my income, despite the fact that our income was the equivalent to most of my white peers, and despite the fact that I had excellent credit. There have been instances within an organization that I was once a part of where there was a perceived injustice against minorities, and their voices of protest were silenced. There has been even in educational institutions where I have been signaled out or identified according to my race within the past year. There have been moments where, as a dental hygienist, I have had patients take one look at me and decide that they did not want me to clean their teeth and reschedule their appointments. That has happened on numerous occasions in my lifetime as a hygienist. Not in the practice I work for presently, but in the past. There have been just numerous instances of overt racism, and then subtle forms where you question, where I have questioned, is it because of my race, where I have been told that I do not fit in certain ministry settings within the church. So those are some of my experiences. There's been many times where people have sought to silence any little bit of protest that I might have, or to blow it off as being inconsequential, or that I'm making more out of it than what actually is there. And those have been white people who have made me to feel that way, or have said those things to me. Those who cannot possibly identify with my experiences. So I want to bring awareness that racism is prevalent in our culture, and that I challenge you, my minority friends, my people of color, my brothers and sisters, to break the silence, because it's empowering when we stand in solidarity together, and we cannot stand in solidarity if people are unaware of our struggles and our hardship. And I know that that's what this whole Black Lives Matter movement is doing right now for our nation and for our world. I see communities of different races, people of color, coming together and really seeking a just world that they may raise their children in. They want better futures, better lives, better opportunities for their children. And we need to make changes now. I mean, now is the time, with everything that's going on. Now is the time to address discrimination, racism, and to speak out. So I encourage you to use your voices, and I hope that everyone listens. Thank you.